What's up, everybody? It's NFL Draft Day. Raider Nation, stand up. You know, investing is like the NFL Draft. Let me explain. Okay, so in the NFL Draft right now, you have 32 teams that's looking to add players to their roster that's going to make their team better. So with the NFL Draft, you have these general managers that are looking at players, and they want to look at the quality of the player, and they want a player that can make a difference on their team. So with the difference is the NFL and investing is the NFL, when somebody takes a player, let's say somebody takes a player in the first round, like Travis Hunter or Ashton Jeanty, who I want for the Raiders, then that player is gone. So nobody else can draft that player. With investing, it doesn't matter that I bought Apple or I bought Amazon or I bought Nvidia or I bought Google. You can still buy the same company. So now when general managers are looking at a player, they want to look at, let's say, quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis. So quantitative has to do with the numbers. So they don't just look at the player statistics, they look at their bench press time, how many times they can bench press. They look at their 40 time. They look at their short shuttle. They do all their measurements, the size, the weight, the hands. They're looking at numbers. When you're investing, you do the same thing. You want to look at a company. You want to look at their return on assets, their return on equity. You want to look at their profit margins, their PE ratios, PEG ratios, their earnings growth rate. If they pay dividends, how long have they paid dividends? How long have they increased their dividends? What is the dividend growth rate? Things of that particular nature. So you're looking at things from that particular standpoint. And things that are unmeasurable for players is the qualitative stuff. Let's say players are looking at that's what Shedeur Sanders is getting knocked on right now. It's the qualitative stuff, his attitude, his ego, all that stuff. So you're looking at the qualitative analysis, like what is the leadership? You know, what type of player is this? How does he get along in the locker room with his teammates? Can he lead the franchise if he's a quarterback? Is this player going to study film? Does he work hard? All these things. When you're looking at the business, you're trying to look at the same qualitative things as well. Like, for instance, what is the moat? Like, what is how difficult is it for another company to come in and take your customers or invade in your space? Like, like Apple has an ecosystem. Once you get into the Apple ecosystem, a lot of times you could be pretty much stuck in there for life, which I'm not mad with because I'm a shareholder. So, how difficult is it for another company to come in? What are the qualities of that company? Or do they manage debt properly? Do they go out and spend too much? Are they trying to grow too fast? Things of that particular nature. So with the NFL general managers and the NFL draft, when they draft a player in the first round, all the first round players get 4-year contracts. They have a team option for a 5th year. I take the same approach if I'm trying to add a new company to my portfolio, or if I'm investing. I want to add the company and say I want to own this company for at least 5 years. You know, if let's say they draft a player and then he gets hurt, they don't just send him off and ship him off or drop him from the team. So it's the same way with the company. If you have a company that you buy and then the company has a bad year, or there's turmoil in the market, if you will, and the stock prices go down, you shouldn't just run out and sell it if you've done your due diligence and your homework. Now, here's the thing. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. You can see plenty of times when a player is drafted in the first round and they become a bust, so they get labeled as a bust. As a Raider fan, I hate to say his name, but Jamarcus Russell, number 1 pick overall, got labeled as a bust. So you might invest in a company and then turn to find out that company is not the same quality of the company that you wanted to have. But you adding it to the team of the other companies that you already own. Just like a football team is not built on one player, so should your portfolio. You can add different companies to help to make sure that you have a winning team or a winning portfolio so they can grow. Your business can grow, your money can grow. And NFL, you're looking for players to add to your team to help you win games. And you look at players, if, like, for instance, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels was drafted last year. He was great in college. He was great as a rookie. You can, while you don't know what his statistics are going to be year in and year out, you can look at the quality of the player and say, this player is going to be good for 10 years. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, wide receivers, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. You can look at these players and say, these players are going to be good for a long time. You don't know what statistics they're going to have each and every year, but you know over the long term, they're going to add value to your franchise. I don't know what Amazon stock is going to do next rest of this year or next year, or Nvidia or Broadcom or Google. But I know that if they are great companies, I can continue to own them, and they're going to continue to add value for a long, long time. There's another difference. NFL players, they have what's called something working against them called father time. It catches up with everybody. And it caught up with Tom Brady eventually. He had a lot of longevity. But the NFL the great business is not such. You can have companies that continue to hire good management, and these companies can continue to function year in and year out over a long period of time. Eli Lilly is 148 years old, a 148-year-old company. I just started buying it last year, but I predict, I can anticipate, if I'm correct, that I can expect, the next 5, the next 10 years to be really, really good. And if I'm correct, it could continue on, and without the players getting hurt. So you don't have that same aspect from that standpoint. So hopefully my team, the Raiders, come out tonight with a really, really, really good football player, and hopefully the Chiefs and the Broncos and the Chargers don't.